Hey y'all, it's Amanda here, and I'm very excited to share my journey with reading to you guys, from the very beginning all the way up until today. I'm sure like many of you, my reading journey begins with my family. From being read stories from my mom and dad to reading my little sister's stories. And actually, making all the voices and characters come alive is probably what really started my reading journey. I'm fortunate to say that reading does run in my family. My mother reads, and then my sister-in-law actually runs a library and has an entire tattoo sleeve of children's books characters. Some of the books that I remember from my early childhood are ones like The Very Hungry Caterpillar and Brown Bear, What Do You See? All the colors and the pictures and the cute little stories just sucked me in as a kid. I think the first grade is when the world of reading really opened up to me. From the incredibly silly stories of Junie B. Jones, to discovering all the awful things that Horrible Harry did. One of my very best memories was in first grade when we all read The Polar Express together as a class. And then one cold winter day, it was pajama day just before winter break. And we got to watch the movie, and we had hot chocolate and popcorn. And that was an experience I will never forget, and I want to pass it on to my kids one day too. My love for reading was definitely driven by the movie Matilda, probably more than anything else. If you haven't seen the movie Matilda, it's a story about a little girl who gets adopted into a family who really doesn't want her. So she uses reading as an escape, and she reads way beyond her level because that's all she gets to do. Well, eventually she gets these powers in which she gets to move things with her mind. If you haven't seen Matilda, I highly recommend it. Unfortunately, I didn't gain any powers, but I discovered a huge love for reading that I appreciate, even till today. I was kind of alone a lot throughout school. I never had a whole lot of friends, and so reading was my escape. I loved going to the library and finding a comfy corner to sit and read for hours, especially when it was a book that I couldn't put down. Secretly as a kid, I loved being grounded because it gave me time to focus on reading and just reading. I read hundreds of books while I was in school, from, of course, Harry Potter to James Patterson to the Gone series by Michael Grant. I mean, anything that I could get my hands on that I just couldn't put down. Unfortunately, graduating applied the brakes to the amount of reading I used to do. Of course, adulthood takes over and you find yourself with a lot of priorities on your plate, so a lot of your time is taken up with other things. Lately, I've been trying to make more of an effort to pick up a book and read for enjoyment instead of scrolling through social medias all the time, so I've been picking at The Kite Runner. I'm really glad to say that I found such a love for reading because I don't think I'd be the same person today if I hadn't. And that, my friends, is my literacy autobiography. Signing off.